Leaders speak. Israel-Iran, war intensifies, harsh statements and global reactions. Asian world affairs. In just a few days, Israel and Iran have traded intense strikes. Political leaders have issued harsh warnings, and regional powers are taking sides. Today, we break down what was said, who's backing whom, and why it matters. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has repeatedly vowed to make Iran pay. We will hit every site. What they have felt so far is nothing compared to what's coming. AlJazeera.com. On June 19th, after a strike that damaged Soroka Hospital, Defense Minister Israel Katz labeled it a war crime and promised intensified retaliation. TheGuardian.com. He added the hospital paid the full price, a direct warning to Iran's leadership. Iran's Deputy FM Kazem Garibabadi warned the U.S. to stay out. We will teach aggressors a lesson, TheGuardian.com. Supreme Leader Khamenei declared that any U.S. involvement would bring irreparable damage, refusing to even consider surrender. And Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baghai added that American bases in the region must stay out or risk all-out war. Donald Trump told aides Iran must surrender unconditionally and admitted he's weighing strikes on nuclear sites, but cautioned they might derail diplomacy. Russia's Putin urged diplomacy and offered mediation, warning the world is millimeters from a nuclear disaster. Israeli Ambassador Tzipi Hotovely compared this to Britain's World War II moment, urging Iran's nuclear program be crushed. UN Secretary-General Guterres and the IAEA called for universal restraint, especially around nuclear facilities. The G7 publicly backed Israel's right to defend itself while calling Iran a source of instability. China called for de-escalation and offered to mediate. Russia's Putin is in talks with both Netanyahu and Ayatollah Khamenei, offering to mediate. UN's Guterres urged maximum restraint. Donald Trump said Iran was weeks away from nuclear weapons and called Khamenei an easy target. Trump threatened an unconditional surrender from Iran and positioned U.S. forces and heavy bombs nearby. Asia must watch closely. This war could disrupt oil routes through the Gulf, spike energy prices, and drag regional economies into turmoil. Diplomatic support from Gulf allies like Saudi Arabia and Turkey signals shifting alliances. Asia's political and economic future could be affected. In just 5 days, both sides have unleashed airstrikes, missile attacks, harsh ultimatums, and global pressure. The Middle East is on edge. More countries are calling for diplomacy. But with both Israel and Iran digging in, the situation is tense. How do global leaders and regional powers influence the path of this conflict? Will diplomacy diffuse the situation, or is escalation inevitable? If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe to Asian World Affairs, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next analysis.